turns purple. Running through hurdles, running in circles, trying to escape from this thing that I fear. Everything seems clear, like the end is near. In the rear, I can see the beast getting close, surrounded by ghosts in the cloud of smoke. The smoke reeks of failure. I don't want to fail, but all the stairwells lead straight to hell. So I'm jumping trap doors in the floor before they floor me. Focused on the love and the light right before me. Walls keep spinning and my path keeps turning. Patience thinning and my calves keep burning. Hotter than the furnace. Suddenly I'm learning. Maybe I finally reached the point of no returning. East is north and west is south. I feel like I'ma never get out. I'm trapped. My ex-girl's chasing me. In front of me, my next girl's facing me. Awaiting me, the lights in my sight, but I can't cross these enemy lines up behind. I can feel the fatigue, but I'm dying to shine. But the road winds, I rewind. Gotta find a new place to hide for the night. Will I ever escape? Boy, I try and I try. Everybody's watching me, I'm trying to get out. In the glass labyrinth, I am the mouse.
Howdy, my apocalypse cops, my boring cops, and my non-binary superstar cops. It's me! What? No, why is that text still there? Creed! And today I am joined by, apparently, multiple people. And those people are... It's
what?
I do this every time, and yet Liz does not learn the prompting when I start saying the word it's. What?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was talking with Cairo before you undeafened, and got caught off guard by you screaming it's.
It's been
I turned into a deer in headlights for a second.
Funny.
Apparently, my good friend Egypt is here.
Not for long. I joined and then realized that I've actually got something I need to do.
Ah, unfortunate. Would have loved to have
if
you.
you're still if you're still streaming, I'll join.
No more Cairo.
Yeah.
I discovered something really cool about my border now. I could color code you people because there's colored regions over there. So now Liz is in the green zone and you're in the yellow zone because that's what your little icons look like. This is fantastic. And the hamburger is disguised in the purple zone.
The purple zone.
I truly have the best stream setup anyone could hope for.
But what about the forbidden zone?
Bam, 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 bam.
Oh no, they are taking me out.
Cairo is dead. We need to move on. That song was Labyrinth by Miracle Musical.
Squabrinth?
Or, as we would say, Miracle Musical, but written in katakana. What was that? What did you say? You're gonna knock that the fuck off right now. It says, what up, you big doinkus? Not much. I'm running on 82 milligrams of caffeine, and it's doing its thing at me.
The big yoinkus baboinkus.
I just realized that's Firewalker up there on top of the statue. What's he doing up there?
Oh, you know.
Why's my tracking not been catching my mouth as of late? Ba ba.
You're a plush doll. So your mouth wouldn't move.
What? My mouth can move. Hello.
Well, no, I know your model is set up like that. I was just thinking of like a real life talking doll would probably not have a moving mouth.
Sibilance.
If a plush doll, real one, were to start talking, its mouth would probably not move.
O ooh ooh oh wah 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 ooh ee wah 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 ooh. It's not catching ooh. Ooh.
On today's stream, Avery makes baby sounds.
Well, okay, so a little peek behind the curtain for how tracking works.
A peek behind the squirtin'.
With the most basic of tracking, what it's doing is there are mouth shapes for a, e, I, o, and the 5 vowels, the 5 sort of mouth shapes. And you sort of set them up to do that. And how the tracking works is it hears what you're saying and tries to interpret the mouth to look the shape. And it's also trying to tell if your mouth is open or not. For whatever reason, it's decided to not tell that my mouth is open, and that's why I'm not moving my mouth as much as apparently I should be.
Damn.
I'm gonna turn my... wah. I'm gonna turn my other lamp on and see if my tracking improves.
Wah wah.
Wah wah wah. Ewanawanga. Ewanawanga. O E A O A. There we go. That's actually a lot better. Hello, Wawa. I bet there's somebody out there who is a VTuber named Wawa, and people have to say Wawa every time they're talking to them. Liz, when are you gonna get into VTubing with your cool character Owawa? Pronounced exactly as Luigi taking damage. I
have too much anxiety for VTubing, I think. I'm not sure if I'd ever be able to get into that sort of thing.
That's fair. I know I'm royal with a ton of anxiety, and I know that you have worse anxiety issues than me. So, like, it happens. I get to be in the middle of the screen for these ones, because all the important information is on the sides. Continue game.
At least I can, you know, work up the confidence to co-host.
I love having you here. Lunicon says, name some... go on.
I was gonna jokingly say, jokingly say, when are you gonna make me an avatar?
I mean, I could. No, I was gonna say, Lunicon says, name someone completely off Yoshi noises. Well, Lunicon, that's pretty easy, because I could just use the name Yoshi! Because Yoshi is a fucking name!
Yoshi!
Don't do that.
I try to do a Yoshi voice, but I don't think I could. Avery, are you ready to talk to this dude?
Textary fish that tells time.
AV?
No.
Are you ready for this encounter?
No.
Also, do you remember what you were doing last time?
Almost entirely.
Squomost?
Let's talk to this man.
Before you is a walrus of a man.
I don't like his
behind
face.
A large desk.
This is the
He looks
boss
up
of
from
the
his work,
union.
not the least bit surprised to see you.
I was gonna say, I was having this thought before we started up the game. Our coat was hanging from the rafters. We didn't know it was our coat, but we knew it was our coat. Which implies that we got into this place before to talk to whoever was in charge. Presumably Everard, or perhaps his brother.
Yeah.
But that brings up the other question of, how did we get in? Did we enter before the Union strike started going on, and therefore we're not impeded by Measurehead? Because Measurehead would obviously remember us. So, like, how did we get in there? Which adds credence to my other theory, which is that we're not the detective. We're just someone who thinks we're the detective, and the actual detective is the guy hanging from the tree.
You never know. Also,
Huh?
not to interrupt the theorizing, but could you stream
No.
the game for me?
Liz, you gotta tell me these things quicker.
I didn't want to.
You are the co-host, it's important that you see what's happening. Unicon says, the old Shutter Island twist. I've never seen Shutter Island, but I know that the twist is the guy's insane. Yeah, listen, if there's ever anything that would make the stream easier, just let me know. It's important for you to see that.
Yes, but well, I wasn't thinking about it, and I also wasn't sure when to ask.
Yeah, just yell over me.
Squeam over you.
With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you.
Leave without comment. Let's get straight to business. There's a dead body in a tree? Or are you in charge of the dock workers?
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
He gestures
Also,
to a tiny chair opposite of his giant desk. Yo.
Also, if I may ask to both you and chat, am I audible or am I too quiet?
Audible, over 500,000 books. Use code I can't read for 100% on your purchase. Everett is the best character in the game by far. To be fair, when I saw his face, he started to get sold on me. When I heard his voice, the rest of the cell got sold. He's adjusting a picture.
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez.
Relaxing your chair
I'd
continues.
offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
I mean, I guess. I'm trying to figure where this object back here is. Is it a fishing rod? Yeah, because he's a fisher. Got it.
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
This is not a folding chair. This is a regular chair. There's frames going across it. It does not appear to have any mechanism with which to collapse it. Otherwise, there'd be a bracket going across the angle to guide the bar along so it locks into place better.
You go ahead, detective.
Lieutenant Nazi and then the chair.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Oh yeah, they said Dubois. Mr. Dubois.
Yeah.
Why are you calling me Mr. Dubois?
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing. Forget about it.
I don't sit. It's kind of my thing.
Very well, Mr. Dubois. I respect a man with strong convictions.
As he nods, his multiple chins move like ocean waves.
I, too, have convictions. One of which is that I will not engage with any man who won't face me at eye level. Should you find yourself more amenable in the future, I'd gladly resume our conversation. But until then, I'm afraid I must ask you to leave.
You're no Titan of Felician, buddy. He's got you in a fork. Sit down or leave.
Medium failure. Oh.
Damn.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men...
Just reasonable, man.
Reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
Lumicon says, is that our last name? Presumably, because he called Mr. Kitsuragi, so presumably we're Mr. Dubois. Which, given our brain ghost in the letter, would presume our name is Harry Dubois. I once knew a Dubois.
A Dubois.
I would always pronounce it Dubois.
Dubois.
Gives you a slight try to wink back.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
I put points into you.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense.
Points to a giant novelty check on his desk. It's absolutely comically huge.
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
Let's see. Thank you, Everett. Take the comically large check. Take the comically large check. But don't say anything. Keep it. I'm good. Leave the check. You can take the comically large check and shove it up your ass. Leave. Wait, you know Gart?
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
Look, I'm cool with unions. What I'm not cool with as much is mobs. And when a person offers you something for free, it's never for free. Presumably, by accepting this check, we are putting ourselves almost into a debt with them. Like, sort of psychologically. We would be more amenable to their wills by accepting it. So, also, they should probably keep their money for the givens of the people that work there. So, you can take that comically large check and shove it up your ass!
Okay, okay. I respect a man with principles. No handouts, then.
He crosses his arms with his ailments and sinks further into his chair.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
Cool.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun.
The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun.
I took damage for getting it right? How do you know about my lost gun?
I know everything, Harry. Right now, I know that you're worried. Don't be worried. Everything's going to be all right. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
Fortunately,
3%.
Fortunately, I feel the fortune's on my side today. I'm gonna get double sixes, baby!
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're
So what?
about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it.
So what? Man can cry too.
You want to cry? God, you're weak. Whatever you do, don't cry. He'll think you're disgusting.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
Large man snaps his fingers, but to no effect. You're in some super. You're sliding down the chair like a jellyfish. There are no Harrys. Let your mind go to your safe place.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
Now I'm as good as it gets, Mr. Dubois. Just do with your hands above your... Oh yeah, man, I'm fucking great. Keep sliding. Actually, the chair's uncomfortable. I could use that glass of water. Sit upright. I'm melting. Just do not. I'm melting. I kind of want to throw Mr. Dubois back at them, because as stated, I want to keep choosing things that are as deranged as possible.
Don't be dramatic. I can see your condition isn't terminal.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions. It is about time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity.
I'm told the unit's involved in the local drug trade. Are you going to be asking me how I got in? You called me Mr. Dubois. Why? Could you help me get a dead body down from a trail? Let's talk about lost gun. I want to talk about the hangings. Looking into your shady brew. I met Joyce, the company representative, plus the container outside your office. I'm going to leave now, but when I talk it... What's the container that's outside your office?
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbour. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
There's something special about it. It was attached to the Kvalston crane.
Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
You smooth-talking son of a bitch.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
Hell yeah. I'm looking into your shady brew.
I don't know what that means, Harry. Shady brew? There are so many moving parts in my operation, I can't keep track of them all. You know what? Don't even tell me. Whatever it is, do it. Surprise me. Just one thing. If you can, make it even shadier.
Awesome. Awesome. Aren't you gonna ask me how I got in?
Am I going to ask? Hell, Harry. You spin-kicked my strongest man in the face. I saw it from my window. Would you ask a man like that how he got into your container yard?
You don't have a window.
It was a figure of speech, Harry. Of course I don't have a window. I'm in a container. Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
Heard you're involved in a local drug trade.
What? Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much as any Johnny Fat Guy, but I can't take slander. Are you actually investigating this?
No comment.
Harry, you wound me, Harry, in the heart. But I trust you to put this to bed. Do what you must, and let's change the subject, shall we?
Thank you for your understanding. We will continue to do what we must.
You too, Lieutenant. You know, I like you, but you never were my favorite. I'm a Harry guy. I'm Team Harry.
Team.
Do we have anything else to do here, Harry?
I met Joyce, the company representative.
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. I hope you're getting along.
Oh, you know.
One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here.
Just pals?
Yes. We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez. Don't feel like you shouldn't work with her just because you and I are such good friends. I'm not a jealous guy.
And I'm another previous negotiator, Mr. Galmond. Joyce said the previous union leader vanished under suspicious circumstances. However, Joyce seems to think the union is lowballing her. Why haven't you let her in to see you? Why haven't you let her in to see you?
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
He doesn't want to see her. It's as simple as that.
Joyce seems to think the union is lowballing her.
Yes, yes. Low-balling, of course. This isn't a casino, Harry. Real people, real livelihoods are at stake here. But everything's a casino for those rich types.
His expression makes it clear. This is childish and irresponsible behavior.
Okay, is this saying that the way they're acting, the Joyce, is childish and immature? Of wanting it to be a better price?
I think so.
Yeah, because he's acting very serious. Yeah. Joyce said the previous union leader vanished under suspicious circumstances.
Vanished? Harry, the woman left her casserole in the oven and couldn't make it here in time for the voting. Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can wait. When she got back, the whole thing was over.
What happened to the previous negotiator, Mr. Gallant?
What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go.
You made concessions for the company in previous negotiations. Why would you let an ally like that go?
He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows how long he's got left.
You called him a midget.
Harry, I have little people in my organization. I would never call someone a midget. What is this? Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry. I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is. We're pals.
I don't like this guy.
It's hard to say if he really lost his temper, or if this is another one of his tricks. This man almost never angers visibly.
I see. Thanks, Half-Light. Let's talk about something else.
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. This is a completely transparent organization. I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret.
You know, interesting seeing like Half-Light be insightful rather than like typical deranged ramblings.
Yeah, Half-Light's, it's useful.
Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Everett doesn't mind.
Why would you speak in your third person?
It is rather interesting to tell people things about each other, isn't it? It was nice telling him about her right now.
Thanks, conceptualization.
This is weird. Not nice weird, but okay.
Not nice, weird.
You call him Mr. Dubois. Why?
Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everett, I call you Harry.
That's what the hanged corpse called you. Harry.
So that's really my name.
My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
I think the odds of that are very low.
You could lie. My memory is a bit hazy.
I assure you, there's nothing to be ashamed of, Harry. You're among friends, and the good news is... I have a big fat folder on you, Harry. I'm sure you have a lot of questions to ask. Maybe I can help you out.
Don't trust him. For all you know, Dubois might be his name. You need to confirm this.
I'm sure you had some
We
concerns
need to
you
confirm
thought I
this.
might be able to address. And you were probably right. I can.
Half-Light just coming in for the worst insight. What's Chapin saying? I'm going to make it change a lot. Dude is really sleazy in a silly way. Yeah, I don't trust this man as far as I can throw this man, and I don't think I can throw this man very far.
It's just a brown folder. You can't make out what's written on it.
Are you trying to tell me
Success.
you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
Inspects Everett over specs.
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
Damn, your drama's at 0.
Yeah, because I put the points like away from it. It should have changed my clothes. Anyways, double sixes.
As you look at the folder,
Anyways.
Everett covers it with his hand
No.
and pets it. He's hiding it from you because it's not a real RCM folder. It's just another one of those brown folders you saw in the file cabinet.
Get played, my man! That's not an RCM folder.
Okay, Harry, you got me. This is from the Census Bureau, not the RCM. Those Census Bureau people are absolutely corrupt. You should do something about them.
He got the name from the Census Bureau, and everything else from your actions here in Martinez.
Yes, Mr. Kitsuragi from the Census Bureau. Like I said, now I'm actually a very busy man. So is there anything else I can do for you, Harry?
He actually looks annoyed, because, as I said, he never looks visibly angry, but we actually had him annoyed by being able to pull out one of his tricks. We removed one of the things that allowed him to be above us in this conversation.
A pity. The mystery of you will have to remain a mystery for the time being.
So the Census Bureau says my name is Harry Dubois?
Yes, that's what I said. Try to keep up, okay? Let's move on.
Let's talk about my lost gun.
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Okay, wait, the gun that may have been bought from Roy's pawn shop. Have your men factor that in. I'll have it blackmailed with this gun business. Take care of my gun. Keep it. I mean, if I do things for you, I'll give my gun back.
Who knows? Only one thing is certain. If you work with him, you're going to get it back. And working with him might be the only way to do it.
I will not be blackmailed. I don't want to be helpful. Because if I'm helping them find the gun, I'm helping them get a foot over me. Because at this moment, all I know is I don't have the gun. And what they're saying is that they're looking for it. Either that's true, they are looking for it, either they're not looking for it at all, or they already have it. The best case scenario is that they don't have it. And if they are looking for it, giving them any information will help them get to the point where they have it. I want them to either be looking for it as long as possible, or not looking for it at all. So I don't want to help them with trying to find it. I kind of love this one. I don't care about my gun. Keep it.
I don't care about my gun. I love it, Harry. Wish I could be like that, but I can't. I have a responsibility to this community. I can't have a loaded gun out in the streets.
That's complete track down your gun. I suppose not tracking down your gun is a solution to I can't find my gun. I just give up on it. Like, sure, I don't need my gun. Keep it.
God.
I refuse to let you have a single foot over me. I'm in charge of this conversation, you piece of shit.
The officer is exaggerating. Of course we care about the missing firearm, and we are actively looking for it as well.
Surely we'll not need our guns, says Lunacon. Why do you look mad? Looks kind of cute. It's just an issue with the tracking currently. Keeps thinking I'm mad when I am actually not. It's normally has something to do with the lighting, but I'm not sure what it is. Like,
the lieutenant is concerned about the lost gun
I didn't
and
click
feels
anything.
that the fact you haven't prioritized looking for it is unfortunate, if inevitable, and doesn't put the RCM in a good light.
cool.
Excellent, Mr. Kitsuragi. That's excellent news. Looks like we have a friendly gun-finding competition on our hands.
That works for me. As long as it's a competition and I can win. I want to talk about the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to help, like I'm helping you with your lost gun. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
Okay, I just noticed something as well. We had to do that check to realize that it was not an RCM folder. He got this information solely by our actions and the Census Bureau. Meaning, the name Harry Dubois is not in the RC, is not, at this moment, known to be in the RCM. No one in the RCM has ever called us Harry Dubois. The only person that's called us that is our own, like, mental thing, and a guy who got it from the census. Which further goes into my theory that we're not the detective. We might be Harry Dubois, but we're not the detective.
Harry Dubious.
Harry Dubious. We're in a hairy situation and things are Dubois.
Dubois.
Things are getting pretty Dubois in here. Anytime any situation is not going well in this game, remind me of the state that it is getting kind of Dubois. I sense there's a but.
But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors.
Is that true? Are we door-opening machines?
I'm not sure I understand. If you're asking us to break down someone's door, it's not going to happen.
Come now. I just need you to go open a little door for me and leave it unlocked. A simple thing. Absolutely nothing shady about it.
That is one of the shadiest things I've ever heard.
Does this jiggling ooze think he's going to use
Physical instrument?
He's got another thing coming. Play his game, son, with your eyes peeled. He's going to slip up, and when he does, you're going to come out on top.
Physical instrument? I love you so much. The other emotions are probably like, oh, we gotta think about this logically, or oh, we gotta use our emotions. Physical instrument is like, oh, you wanna entrap me? Well, it better be a good fucking trap then. Because if it's not, I'm putting you in a goddamn headlock. Let's see how many of those chins are gonna save you when I suplex you. I'm gonna be wrist deep in neck fat just to break your fucking spinal column, you piece of shit.
Harry suplexes Everard and it makes the fucking container shake.
Why don't you just open it yourself?
Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do. You look like you could run around all day.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. So what will it be, Harry? Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
What do you mean by weasel?
A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly.
Let's rub his nose.
Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
I bet you don't even know anything about the hanging.
Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez.
Well, Physical Instrument says I gotta trust Physical Instrument. If you want to play this game to figure out what's going on and find the slip up down this road, then that's what we're gonna did. Damn it, fine, I'll look into it. We need to talk about that murder.
Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done and we can take our friendship to the next level.
Flicks his fingers.
You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker, too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry.
We said about how well planned it all out.
Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door.
Can you help me get a dead body down from a tree?
You might have noticed there's one hanging on a tree behind the hostel cafeteria.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter?
Because we literally just discussed about the whole murder thing.
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt. A steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
You're a community leader. Help your community out.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values.
If that looks
But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you.
Is the handset of a radio phone on his right, then clicks the button.
Jean-Luc, the cop who bested you in physical combat is here, and he has a little dead body in a tree problem. Namely, he needs it to be taken down. Please extend him this courtesy. You can find Jean-Luc down at the gates, but you already knew that. Anyway, he's going to help you.
Awesome sauceum. Everett, I'm gonna leave now. We might talk again later.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Pulls out a plastic card. Great. We don't want to get stuck in here.
Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white Union man. Take care, Harry.
So,
Yo,
what did you think of Everard?
I hate this man with every fiber of my being. Oh. New point, unlock. What are we thinking? Revolutionary nationalhood? I'm thinking some kind of superstar. It's either that or that's the slow one. Advanced race theory is the racist one. Nicole de Mamadakwa is also a valid one. I'm thinking some kind of superstar. Actually,
-2 logic. Still seems unlikely.
I mean, we already have Apocalypse Cop. That's the other type of cop, because it's Apocalypse Cop, Boring Cop, Sorry Cop, and the other one. And
Liquid Shadow Cop.
And I guess if I already have Cop of the Apocalypse, there's no real reason to have both types of cop. Unless there's a secret achievement of having all 4 types of cop active at once.
You are the Ultra Cop.
Super cop. Hold the Mamadakwa. I like this one. I think I'm gonna go with Hold the Mamadakwa, actually.
Hold the
9 hours, 7 hours.
Mamadakwa.
1 hour. It's a long one, so it has to be good. And there's no downside to it, so... Internalize.
Hold the Mamadakwa.
Hey, do you have anything to say now that I'm leaving?
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larice said when she opened a bathhouse in the basement of my apartment building. They can only get so far before they're aching to get back. And lots of folk really did keep coming back.
Hey, Leo, in the future, can we keep the screen shorter? That's some... That's too much for you. That's just too much trouble.
No trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all.
Well, I'm off.
Leo is a nice man.
Leo's great.
It's very funny that you just have this, like, very sweet and mild-mannered guy
You're
working
back
under
before
advice.
the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Oh, I felt like that I would have gotten a +1 from the conversation. Huh. Unfortunate. It's kind of weird.
We'll be able to retry that. again.
I know, it's a white check, but like... I don't know, it's kind of weird. Unfortunate. Well, be able to retry that. I know, it's a white check, but like... I know, it's a white check, but like... I don't know, it's kind of weird. I know, it's a white check, but like... 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 I know, it's a
Well, no, I mean it's a light check, but also one that like, because you notice one of the modifiers was been in the world for 2 days.
That didn't come through. You're kind of muffled.
You noticed how one of the modifiers for the check was been in the world for 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, every in-game day that modifier goes up. So.
Ah, so it's plot relevant.
What?
My man, want to get decked again?
Do not presume this has drastically altered our race dynamic.
I knocked you out like a god of martial arts.
True. I said nothing about our personal dynamic. That has altered a little.
Race-wise, I am still superior to you. Personally, you kind of kicked my ass a little and I have to deal with that fact. But carry on.
I like how he just immediately said true.
You did, in fact, knock me on my ass. Ever told me you told you to help get a body up from a tree?
So it was. You bested me in race combat to reach my superior, then had him give me an order. I salute your cunning, enemy. I will go and remove the body from the tree with my bare hands.
You're so noble, Measurehead.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you. Both of you.
Lieutenant, what if we don't want to do that?
This is the uncomfortable result of not taking it on ourselves. I can live with a compromise.
Listen to your little friend. He is wise in his childlike way. His mysterious race may yet prove fierce competition to my heroic haplogroup.
I like how he refers to Kim as childlike when Kim is a man in his 40s.
He wants to dispose of evidence. That's right, that's right, right? He wants us to stay here so that he can dispose of evidence without us interfering. Oh fuck, we're gonna need to work with Kuno.
Kuno.
No way, we're not gonna do that.
Fine. Goodbye. Return to your degeneracy.
I need to go talk to Kuno.
Sounds of firewalker shoving med in his mouth.
Kuno!
Have you come to make your offering to Kuno?
This is probably too lame for you, Kuno, but maybe you know someone. Hold out the Heimer Dollarman book.
Hey.
Kuno doesn't fucking read. Fucking book shit. Fucks with your mind. Kuno knows this four-eyed fuck. Totally hooked on the book. Can't get enough of this shit. Fucking sad, really. Kuno could make mad money off him. Exploit his disease.
Who are you talking about, Kuno?
A guy Kuno knows. Martin. From out of town. From Grad or some shit.
So you want the book?
Fine. Kuno's gonna take it off your fat ass. At least he's gonna make some paper off this shit. Now what you want?
Empathy. Even voice who figure out what's going on with this kid.
He's on your crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too.
This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
Kuno, you must have seen all kinds of things throwing stones here. Want to help Garcia bust a murderer?
Fuck, no! What are you? Fucking mentally handicapped?
Kuno, they've almost made you a snitch now.
Ease off, see? Kuno always takes the bullet over the hammer.
It's big boy style, and I'm incredibly proud of himself. His body, what do you know about it?
Shitload pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
Can you help me out? What do we want to know?
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
Where's the rest of his armor?
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor.
How come?
Kuno's fuck gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
Mutant?
Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
Oh, come on. He's just pretending that he doesn't care because he's too small for the armor.
You're just too small for the armor?
Get the fuck out of here trying to fuck on me with that midget shit. Kuno's 12. He's huge.
Fucking 12-year-old piece of shit, I'll kill you.
What are you? Fucking 80? When Kuno's 80, Kuno can fit 4 of you in Kuno. Fuck out of here.
Trying to fuck on Kuno. Fuck out of here.
Maybe you threw it away.
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big.
Forms a kickoff with the measuring helmet.
Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno.
You threw it in the sea?
Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk.
Fair.
You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gates.
Huh. I mean troubadour.
Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit? Came around pretending like he cares about cows? So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor. Go to the gate. Ask him yourself.
Yes, this troubadour has it. You can feel it.
Do you know who he was?
Kuno's fuck gimp. Kuno uses the fuck gimp for target practice.
End of conversation. Very strong. You should be this stoic.
Fair enough. Do you know how he got up there?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
You didn't see it happening?
You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Okay, that was kind of nasally. Where'd you go then?
I don't know. Some fucking
What's wrong? Should I kill something?
Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
Where's Night
Kuno
City?
gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant.
Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty Kuno.
Love the fact they can get away with that in a different language. There are contusions all over his body. Did you do that?
Fuck are you talking about? What is this contusion shit?
Because it's something suddenly
He
hurting.
says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
I hate words too. Did you tell you about the marks? I hate words too.
Words are fucking shit. Make you stupid. Kuno's got his own words now. Kuno words. Fuck you.
He says you're stupid, Kuno.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You're stupid.
God.
Get the fuck out of here calling Kuno stupid. Pigs come to Kuno for guidance, then say he's stupid. The fuck is up with that?
They're lost without you, Kuno. They need you. You're in control of this.
Why don't you figure your shit out yourself before you come to Detective Kuno for help?
Maybe we should.
Fuck you.
He says you're stupid.
Oh, did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of shit sniffing? This is Kuno's kingdom. Kuno fucking rules here.
You hear the lieutenant hum.
Alright, now let's talk about something else.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost.
The fuck about your test?
Get lost.
But the crime scene, you kids all been playing this yard?
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. Fuck do you want with it?
Miss clothes were in that trash container. How'd they get in there?
Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno.
I need to know. Could lead in the investigation. Someone may have tampered with the murder scene.
Listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
You'd have to be blind not to notice the giant white letters F-A-L-N running down his trouser leg.
When I asked you what happened to his clothes, you must have seen that. Actually, what's so great about these pants? No, Kuno, you don't know anything about tampering in the investigation, and I already have pants. I don't think I'm actually wearing pants.
You currently aren't.
What's so great about these pants?
Hey, these are found modulars. Liquid fit, performance crotch, urban survival shit. Made in Mirova by scientists. Pants scientists.
No, scientists do sound pants.
Believe it, you need this shit.
There's Jack to give you a quick peek at the plastic pants. They're graphite black and look brand new.
These could drastically improve your chances of survival in the urban wilderness.
Thank you, savoir-faire.
Coach Physical Instrument endorses these pants. They are tartan ready.
A tartan Spartan, if you will.
They will also make you into an idiot.
Thanks, conceptualization. I no longer want the pants. Actually, I kind of want the pants more. But I also don't want pants. I might be interested in the pants. Let's talk about this later.
Alright, Pico. Shit's rolling.
Don't do business with the pig, Kuno. He's gonna steal all your money, Kuno.
As you can see, Kuno and C don't trust you. Can't do business without trust.
There's more to his distrust than being a pig. He feels threatened by something obscure in you. What that is, however, remains a puzzle for now.
I see. There's some mug in the trash. On the mug.
The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again?
Yes, does this racist mug have anything to do with it? Yes, does this adequate depiction of a South Samaran man have anything to do with it? Yes, does this quaint, better not taken out of historical context mug have anything to do with it? I need to talk about this, makes me uncomfortable. Let's back up a notch. Why? Does this quaint, better not taken out of historical context mug have anything to do with it?
Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you pigs are after the mug fucker cause he's the clothes fucker?
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder, Kuno.
That's exactly what I'm saying, Kuno. Someone has tampered with the crime scene. Clean some of it up.
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator.
He nods in approval.
The kid may have something there. He's already come up with an interrogation technique, too.
The physical instrument is on the side of this kid.
Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if you find out, maybe you can...
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno. They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching. Get away from my Kuno.
Yeah, get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and out of Kuno's face.
A ladder yours?
No, it's not fucking Kuno's. It's ancient. Look at it.
He thinks you're fucking fool, Kuno. He says you climbed the ladder up to your magic tree house.
Get the fuck out of here, pig. Kuno doesn't have a magic tree house.
Can we kill Kuno S and just, like, get on with the story without Kuno S involvement? What's in that greenhouse over there?
Dunno. Kipta's gardener used to work there.
Oh, the garden used to work there?
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Shit's nothing to Kuno.
Rancid air. His eyes get a little watery. What do you mean by kit?
Look it up in the library. Kuno's not a fucking dictionary. Fucking small brain. Kuno means the gardener, alright?
Gardener. She's actually not a gardener. Turns out she's a union fixer.
The fuck does this have to do with the Kuno? Kuno doesn't give a shit who she is.
You were expecting relaying this information to him to be more rewarding, right? Telling him you found out she isn't a gardener. You know what you should do if you want to get rewarded? Drugs. Drugs are more rewarding than work.
Electrochemistry. I need you to understand that neither now nor at any point in the future do I ever want your involvement in a conversation.
Or alcohol, if you don't want to do drugs. Alcohol is just as rewarding, but it isn't a drug. This has been going on for quite a while, hasn't it? You've been thinking about drugs and alcohol for a long time now. Juicy drugs. Tasty alcohol.
Look, in the real, I do enjoy in the partaking of a substance from time to time. I partook of the alcoholic soporifics yesterday for St. Patrick's Day, in fact. They are fun and enjoyable.
Kills
But
you.
I'm not going to recommend a drug-addicted alcoholic keeps being on drugs and alcohol. Brumley came in and went, hey, you know, I know you're busy, but what if you did some hardcore drugs?
Seems kind of boring now, going back to... What was this about? Some yard? Yards aren't interesting. Only drugs are interesting. Drugs and alcohol. You feel sad now, but what can you do? Life has to go on. With a heavy sigh, you say...
Electrochemistry, fuck off. Kuna, there's a stack of Eternite back there. Place to
That's
check.
just some shit roofing gimps left behind. Lazy dinks.
There it is. That strange feeling again. As if there was more than meets the eye about that pile of roofing material.
You can't hide it. I see without vision, with my inner eye. To use say, but I saw past the veil. Some shit that just suddenly raise your eyes. Those games left-handed. Don't I have a normal thing to say? I see without vision. And it's, honestly, these are all good. Those shit gimps left behind. Were those gimps left-handed?
The fuck are you talking about? Kuno doesn't know what handed gimps they were.
Trying to get you to talk gimp, Kuno. Don't talk.
Can't hide it. I see without vision, with my inner eye.
Inner eye? Fuck are you talking about? Ask me a normal question, pig.
They're trying to make you feel stupid, Kuno.
You glance again at the roofing material in front of the shack. Yes, you should go back there.
That's just some...
There it is.
So you say it, but I saw past the veil.
Fucking well. The fuck are you talking about?
They're trying to make you feel...
You glance again at the...
That's just...
There it is.
Don't have anything normal thing to say?
We are way beyond normal already. We are in the Star Chamber.
Kim, I think I'm already in the Star Chamber. Better not to bother to look at it in the Star Chamber. He wouldn't understand. Kim, I think I'm already in the Star Chamber.
Huh? I have no idea what you just said.
Are you having a seizure in Kuno's yard now?
We are way...
But no, but...
Are you having a seizure in Kuno's yard now?
I love that.
Star Chamber.
Inner eye? They're trying to...
You glance again at the roofing material
Yeah,
in
let's
front
try
of...
something else.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
I'm more pushed about the crime scene.
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it? Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Kuno doesn't give a...
Adam off.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Well, they're a monk.
They're a squonk.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
Inland Empire said come back.
Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly.
What the hell is
There
that?
it is. You see a shabby little door.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
You did it.
I'm a genius.
A genius.
I see. Silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
Been taking narcotics for Elysium here. I wasn't thinking about taking it. I swear, I was thinking about justice. I've heard amphetamines make you a really good detective. Are you a really good detective? Someone had taken narcotics here. Purposely shouldn't interfere?
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However...
Where's the ladder in the corner?
See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
Which says get out of the way or get fucked up.
You just took Kuno's money.
Man, using it. New tube of magnesolam, magnesium supplement. Cured pig's head. Looks mummified. Or he's going to collapse soon. Measuring pillow keeps the ruins together. Postcard, Grand Core on 37. That was bad. What benefit do I have from getting over here?
This was a potential way to get to Empire.
I see.
Because if I believe, I believe it was like if you got up here before dealing with overhead, you did a stop off there check and jump over.
Oh. Postcard takes an ill-advised residential area overlooking the Jamrock Quarter. 13-story buildings line the hillside with like sarcophagi, and almost fog already rising from behind. This is the last boom years. 39, the project fails catastrophe. You had an opiate and a hepatitis B-infested slum.
Oh yeah, you could always go back to talk with Joyce. I noticed that when you had the map pulled up. Oh.
What?
My dad's going to bed, so I'll be a little quiet.
Okay.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Good, I find your shack.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in?
Before we go on with that, let's talk about how you said it was just some roofing material some gimps left behind. That was a lie.
Pig, that's the past. You and Kuno are now. Let's talk about how you opened the secret door fucking at Kuno's kingdom.
I phase shifted through the roofing material.
Shit. Get the fuck out of here. You can't do that.
You can't do that, Kuno. He's trying to fuck at you again.
Pigs can't displace. Can't do that teleport shit.
So yeah, this kid's on amphetamines, so
How did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right?
I found a plate covered with powder residue. Know anything about it?
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you?
You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
I don't want drugs, electrochemistry. Those are the two Magnus Slam.
It's a vitamin pig. Don't you know anything?
It looks like you were... He looks at you like you just pointed the sun and asked what it was. It's magnesium, right?
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day, rips mag like a motherfucker, and you could use a bottle.
You shouldn't consume that much magnesium. Magnesium is good for you. Your heart needs it, but don't overdose on any element. Consuming any element in its, like, very reactive state is a very good way to have a very bad reaction as it tries to bond with shit it shouldn't bond with.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno! He's gonna use it against you, Kuno!
Come on, it's just magnesium. Don't mystify it.
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
You see your eyes bulging.
Fuck you, pig! Don't do mag! You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die!
Rude.
It's a vitamin, pig. Okay, whatever. You fucking need that shit.
Oh, don't teach him!
You're not getting this, pig.
Fuck you, pig! Don't do mag!
I like that they tell you
You're gonna
regardless.
OD and you're gonna fucking
That's what the pig
die.
had.
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
You sure some demo tape? Like some kind of musician? Cool bigot. I liked it. I got one too. This one. It's shit. Forget I'm not saying those things. Like some kind of musician?
Yeah. Kuno plays on snuff radio, fucks pigs, live, fucks their heads off. Kuno's a cop killer. Oh, that? Yeah, to the both of you, watch your ass in Kuno's town, or Kuno's gonna fuck your head off.
I like the little as if they had to realize like something cool to say.
Oh, that? Kuno decapitate. Too brutal for you, huh? Kuno fuck your tongue off.
Yes, I think I'm going insane, Kuno.
Why are you fucking on yourself in front of Kuno? Talk kingdom to Kuno, or fuck off.
Fair enough.
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pig. Too brutal for... Cuss, you want back in there. Everyone wants back in there.
I've heard enough of this.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his... The fuck do you... Good call, Pigmeister. Don't... Kuno doesn't fuck...
Kuno doesn't care.
Kuno S.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
This is all going very well.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that comes. An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic.
Heard creature from Renee. Reality lowdown.
See, it looks as if the more you ask yourself, the less you know. One thing is for certain: your brain damaged. It's serious and permanent.
Fun. And away we go. Joyce! Joyce! We had a conversation.
Good. What can I help you with?
I've talked to Everett Clare.
You have? And how did you like Mr. Clare?
Finally, time to choose sides.
And he's a beautiful man, beautiful and just. Everett Clark is a hero of the workers' movement. He is a champion I've sworn fealty to. He's a bloated rainbow socialist. I can do business with him. For a socialist, he's reasonable. He's not the champion. I have chosen... I wish to swear fealty to you in the cause of the capital. I have the feeling the international community does not approve of him. If not, it's not important if I liked him. I was doing my job. Why are there so many answers here? I have a feeling the international community does not approve of him.
Oh, come on now. He has his uses. How else would he have stayed in power all these years? Or wait, actually...
Yes, there's no question.
Corruption. That's how he's done it. Fantastic, worm-like corruption, reaching into the bowels of the earth.
There's something around my nose.
The position of my unusual colleague does not reflect official policy. I hope you understand. The RCM does not pick sides.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt worm myself. However, if you felt like discussing something...
I didn't give an opinion. I just stated that I believe the international people, the world would not agree with him.
How could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping.
Intellectually speaking, it would be quite interesting to hear what she has to say about these things.
Really?
Tell her she'll like you for it.
Yes, your disgusting necktie agrees completely. Let's gossip.
Everett has helped me find my gun.
Oh. That's so helpful of him.
The lieutenant looks at you, and you can swear his jaw muscle is trembling. When I said be wacky, I didn't mean wildly, grossly irresponsible and damaging to the RCM.
Unconventional police officers sometimes lose their guns. They then go around and tell people about this, to gauge their reactions. It's all part of detective.
Yeah, Deacon gets it.
Incredible. Simply incredible. And how is it going? Has this detecting produced a gun?
I like that you can respond to it. Because the last thing you said is, fucking, Mr. Everett is helping me find my gun. And then after all this, you can just say again, Mr. Everett is helping me find my gun.
You can say it.
Mr. Everett says it's almost ready to be found soon. This is tough. I like both of these. Because, like, this one implies that I am at least aware that he's playing me.
Could always just repeat yourself for no reason.
Just help me find my gun.
Yes. As you said.
It's confused for a moment.
Please, don't get him in a loop. If he gets in a loop, it will last forever. Ask him to say something else, please.
Of course. Thank you for the advice.
I mean, I'm right here!
You were here to assist. Your other dealings with Everard are still of considerable interest to me.
The lieutenant will be more lenient toward sharing those, hopefully.
He's never let me find my gun.
Oh.
The lieutenant, when I...
Incredible.
Mr. Everett says it's almost ready to be found soon.
Did he now? Well, then it should be any day now. Unless, of course, he's lying to you. Anyway, was there anything else you've heard?
I don't know what's saying else right now.
So, Avery.
Hi.
Would you want to know what would happen if Kim wasn't here when you said that?
What?
You would actually go into a loop. Like, just saying Everard is helping me find my gun over and over and over again, and Joyce thinks you're having a stroke, and like the voices in your head start arguing on how to fix it.
Absolutely terrible.
Of course, Detective. Should something come up later down the road, don't be afraid to drop by for a chat. Until then, is there anything I can help you with?
If you want to ask
More
about
lessons
reality,
in basic reality?
I would
My
say
favorite part of the day. Go
I
ahead,
would say
ask me anything.
I would say to save your game first.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Also, I'm gonna BRB quick.
Okay. Okay, let's see chat doing. A tube a day of magnesium. Yeah, too much. Sorry I'm late, Jaden. Passed the fuck out and went to sleep. Could you punch the kid at the beginning of the game? I tried, I failed. Here to ask him if he would still love him if he was a worm. I'm not sure if Kim would love him if he was not a worm. 3 is like you're in denial. Thanks, kid. It's amazing. Curse of ADHD. It'd be like that. I'm eating Cheez-Its. Off-brand Cheez-Its. Delicious. My mouth is dry and clammy. Beezits. That's what they're called. Don't wear it out. Deezits. D's nuts. Just checking my notifications and whatnot while we're in lieu. Oh, chat. How is Skrunk Bunkulin right now? You feeling flip jippy out here with the swingity dangs? Anyways.
I'm back.
It's good to know that Liz is back.
Oh well.
Why do you despise Cheez-Its? They're squares that taste cheesy.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? More lessons in basic reality?
What is all of this? The scent, the sound, the air.
What world is this?
What world? The only one, I suppose. The world of matter. And its pale antipode,
I see.
The camera of her mind glides over the surface of the water.
What do you see?
Great bodies of water, forest-covered surfaces, clusters of light where the cities lie. You've seen the montage. We all have. This world is enough.
A frisson lifts the hair on the back of your arm. Wind sweeps the surface of the bay.
The one sweeping the waters.
The world is a suzerainty of Revachol.
There is a term of endearment they coined for it in the DeLorean century, when humanity was high on this world, discovering more and more of it, these archipelagos included.
What is it?
Elysium.
Elysium. The world needs a term of endearment.
It does. There are those who would call it hell.
What is hell?
A term of hatred that originates, like many such things, with the Mesk petro-fascists.
I don't feel like I've got the whole picture yet.
Oh, you want a picture of the world? There is no complete set yet, dear. They're having some trouble reaching orbit.
How come?
Great things are difficult to achieve. For now, we're viewing the world from the inside, sideways.
What shape is this world then?
We used to think it was a sphere, but that is beginning to look less and less likely by the day. You wouldn't know it from the tabloids, but the ORG nations have been launching weather balloons into the lower ionosphere since the 30s.
ORG, Occident Revachol Grad.
There's a steadily increasing trickle of images. Between the big three scientific contributors, they're piecing together a dark grey corona.
A dark grey corona?
Yes. Pale covers 72% of the surface. There are grey flares and prominences, even arcs above entire isolas. The images are blurry, but if there was a sphere in there, it certainly looks like it fractured a long time ago.
Corona. Pale covers 22%. There's a process in arcs above entire insulas. The images are blurry. What looks like this sphere certainly looks like it was fractured entirely.
A cold fear seeps into you.
Wait, what the hell are you telling me?
You seem to be spooked. Please don't be.
So much, that's what I'm asking. Pale, what do you mean corona?
They say there is a rarefied envelope of matter surrounding the darkened disk of our planet. That is, if we are still living on a planet. Or, to speak more plainly, imagine vast swathes of land disrupted by nothingness. I am sorry, dear. It must sound quite terrifying through the acute encephalopathy. Even scientific positivism isn't entirely convinced about what we're dealing with here. But this is one of the greatest questions of our time. Maybe when they get the complete set together, it will jolt us out of our rut, bring us together, however naive it may sound.
And then everything will be okay?
I don't know about things of that scale. My expertise lies in nations and trade routes, one or several layers below everything. But yes, we'll be fine. Don't worry.
She does not seem convinced that you'll be fine. If anything, she's realizing how deep your condition runs.
It certainly doesn't feel like I'm fine.
You have misimagined it. I don't have the power to convey to you the effect and geometry of the images that depict our world from below low orbit. It's like the crowning of the world. It's insane. Very disco. You'd love it.
What the fuck do you mean the commune? Well, if you say it's disco.
See? Everyone finds something worth holding on to in this world. however wasted its opportunities.
The cold seeps into you. The air is heavy with 80% humidity. Suddenly, you're conscious of yourself standing there, on whatever this all is. Your arms hang down by your sides. The lieutenant observes you both, silently. He adjusts his glasses.
You said pale. What is pale?
The pale is not, technically speaking, part of reality.
Yes. Also, I think we've had enough excitement for today. Remember, we have a cadaver to attend to.
Of course, Lieutenant. Let's try something else.
What do you mean it's not part of reality?
Ma'am, remember you are dealing with a very sensitive and impressionable police officer who is still recovering from a recent medical episode.
The Lieutenant's right. Let's change topics. What do you want to know? Anything.
You could sneak back later when the lieutenant is not here.
Ask him to step away while you discuss the pale.
Kim trusts you.
Good idea. Just ask him. He won't make a scene.
Can I try the man alone for a second?
Fine.
See? What can he do? You're a grown man.
Now what is the pale?
Are you sure you're sure?
Well, he seems
Your
adamant.
colleague seemed adamant.
Yes, what is the pale?
Okay. The pale is the most dominant geological feature of the world, Detective. The separative tissue between the islas. It is the inter-islary mass.
What is an isla?
Isla is a Messinian word for a continent of matter, enveloped on all sides by the pale. Also, isolation, or landmass. We used to believe there was only one. In the last 4 centuries, we have discovered 7. Mundi, Seol, Samara, Ilmara, Grad, Katla, and this, Insulinde.
And Insulinde is?
An oceanic isla. It comprises mostly of water. Muindi is the largest, Katla the coldest, Insulinde the bluest. What can I say? Each is perishing and dear.
Okay, and what's the pale like?
Achromatic, odorless, featureless. The pale is the enemy of matter and life. It is not like any other, or anything in the world. It is the transition state of being into nothingness.
Is it here? Looks around?
No, Detective. We're safe. It begins there, 6,000 kilometers to the north, and even more to the south, east, and west. You are in the middle of the Isla.
As your gaze instinctively turns north, a small black pit opens up in your stomach.
6,000 kilometers from the end of the world?
Yes. That is enough. Many cities are built much closer.
And point north there?
An uproar of matter, darling. Rising into the pale. Rolling. Evaporating even. A great vision. The area of transition between the world and the pale is called porch collapse. Imagine a grey coronal mist. Cold vapor marked by spores of an opportunistic microorganism. A mold that's adapted to grow at the edge of the unrest. It's the most disco thing you will ever see.
Huh.
You hear your pulse rise. The air feels caustic and cold suddenly.
What are its physical qualities?
It's difficult to describe, or even measure. Something whose fundamental property is the suspension of properties. Physical, epistemological, linguistic. The further into pale you travel, the steeper the degree of suspension, right down to the mathematical. Numbers stop working. No one has yet passed the number barrier. It may be impossible.
Weird. So there's just parts of worlds just around with large swathes of literally nothing?
Yeah.
And the world's just dissolving? That sucks.
Well, Avery, you're getting the big lore dump about the world.
We're surrounded by Pale. How do you get from Isla to Isla?
Oh, it is so difficult for us.
A squall of birds. Hardware operating in the harbor. Firm. Self-evident.
It is possible to force dimensions on the Pale. In modern times, we can even compress its latitude, bouncing radio waves from one end to the other, shortening the path. But it is still hard for humans to navigate the Pale without getting lost, or having our minds damaged.
The Pale can damage the mind?
Extensively.
Oh.
Some say the damage stems from extreme sensory deprivation. Others argue that Pale somehow consists of past information that's degrading, that it's rarefied past, not rarefied matter.
Let's see what the chat's been saying. So close to tell. Yeah, the fact that they describe the world as Elysium and it is going into disco.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a disco Elysium. It's a house hell. It's a Prog paradise. I think the real disco Elysium is the crimes we solved along the way. Yeah, I love how little this actually, like, the overall thing has to do with, the crime solving. Also, apparently the stream's in the red.
What does that mean?
It means that I'm dropping a lot of frames. What
Oh,
is,
no.
will this solve it? Just
Disco. Disco is also a word that means learn.
learn?
Yeah, to learn.
So I'm gonna reconnect this.
If you don't know, disco is
Go on.
well, did you hear what I said?
You said disco is a.
Oh, I said disco is like the Latin word for I learn.
Oh, like discovery.
Yeah.
Huh.
If you're wondering, that is what the title of the game means. I
Learning
learn-
Elysium.
Yeah.
Knowledge Heaven. Know-how Nirvana, if you will.
Well, the name of the world is Elysium, so
I see.
it's a game about solving a mystery and also learning about the world.
Yeah.
They call it the blend over of the self. The Pale does not only suspend the laws of physics, but also the laws of psychology, maybe history even. The human mind becomes over-radiated by past.
What does this over-radiation feel like?
It feels terrible. Absolutely terrible. International standards strictly limit civilian travelers to 6 days of Pale exposure per year.
You're not a civilian passenger.
No, nameless detective of the Citizens Militia. I am a member of the Entreprenetic Business Class. I'm cleared and trained for 22 days of Pale transit annually.
Dang.
Perhaps that explains her strange pining after the revolution. Some degraded early memories.
Are you overrated? Wait, that's the same sentence again. Are you overradiated?
Up to my gills, officer.
An acidic smile on her lips. It's getting worse every year.
Extensively. Some say they call it. It feels. No.
Perhaps that she's looking out toward the sea. What at? It's hard to say. She's overradiated,
and then some.
What's entreprenetic?
Entreprenetics is the scientific study of the Pale, or a recent iteration of it by way of Grad. The study of the Pale reaches back 6,000 years. The Pericarnassians called it the Western Plain.
Did they cross it, the Western Plain?
There are signs of pretermodern crossings. Successful navigation of the Pale relies not just on technical know-how, but intensive psychological preparation. Some of these tactics have been known for thousands of years.
It's like a worse ocean.
Nothing. We remain powerless before the Pale. The only real advance in Pale transit is the speed with which an aerostatic craft can pierce it. Less exposure leads to less effects later.
Aerostatic craft?
Hybrid airships, Detective. Conventional rotors or jet engines no longer add velocity after the point of reference for motion is suspended, once you've crossed from near Pale to far Pale. In essence, we throw them in and they come out the other end. If we throw them precisely.
And if we do not?
Then they don't.
Fair enough. Terrifying, but fair enough. How much Pale is there compared to the world?
The Pale outweighs reality 2 to 1. There is more Pale than there is matter, and the ratio is slipping.
The Pale is the nothing between worlds that the world is dissolving into, Akahai. I guess it's like antimatter. I mean, that's sort of a thing in the real world, is that there's a lot of antimatter, but we know the ratio between antimatter and matter is off. Somehow to our detriment, or...
What do you think, Detective?
I know this is the right answer, but I like this answer because we know it's dissolving. I'm gonna go with the right answer.
Precisely. One of the few measurable effects of the Pale is that it is expanding at an unknown rate. An intuitive conclusion of that development is that one day the Pale will cover everything. But this sort of talk is mostly left to extremists.
It's not extreme at all. I know it's going to happen.
Most people, and indeed most private and government sector organizations, entire civilizations and religions even, find handy ways to ignore or downplay that knowledge.
I see.
I suggest you do the same.
Like, my dude, we are solving a murder case because a bunch of corrupt mob people want to just, make money off of drugs with their union mob and dealing with all this, like, government money thing. And the world is fucking eroding into nothing. What the fuck are our priorities here?
Yeah.
What the fuck is up with this game already? This is a dive bomb of a conversation. No wonder we're the apocalypse cop. We were right. There is an end coming.
Off we go. You see the hanged man's mouth open.
What was that?
Hey, Rita, this game is magical.
Off we go into the wild Pale yonder.
One and all. They say Pale is death, but for the universe.
Why should we just leave, and the world get left behind?
Thanks, Inland Empire.
The Pale? What do you think? Oh no, Detective. It's not. An intuitive conclusion of that development
Everything, that
is
can't
that
be.
one
Where do we
day
go?
Most people, and indeed most private and government, I suggest...
Off we go.
One...
Why should we just...
The Pale? What do you think? Precise. An intuitive... Most people, and I suggest...
Off we go.
One...
Why should we just leave, and the world get left behind?
Let's return to reality, please.
Yes, sweet reality. But before we do, tell me, Detective, is this the first time you're hearing this? Do you really not remember anything?
I sometimes sense vague shadows of a past, and it's not good. I sense familiar, but no, I sometimes get vague shadows of a past, and it's not good.
Then tell me, what do you think of the Pale?
Turing, you're right, it's disco. It will end all life. That we continue to persist at all is a testament to our faith in one another. Its advance can only be stopped with immediate, total, ruthless communism. A powerful anti-communist force, perhaps too powerful, but still, they have it coming. I'm right, I have to say, it doesn't sound very liberal to me. I don't know how you've all survived with it. It's a huge accomplishment. Who am I to think anything of it? Kind of like this one. It's a huge accomplishment.
Personally, I picked 4.
It was also a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Her eyes tense. Her free rage present. She observes you, your bloodshot eyes and swollen
Your
face.
ailing constitution, sweaty forehead, the beads there, and your heavy breathing.
You really didn't know. This does not spell good for the investigation, Detective. If you don't know even this, then...
I'll handle it. It's under control. It'll be my masterpiece. The only one they remember me by. I promise. It'll be a fucking disaster. I know it. All those people will die. I like the masterpiece one. I like our continued reference to this being our masterpiece.
I hope so. I truly do. If I may suggest, hold on to your colleague, Kitsuragi. I ran a check on him and he is very competent. In the meanwhile...
Some of that assurance is meant for herself, as much as it's meant for you. She must have a lot on the line here.
You have me. I will assist you in any way I can, even if we have to do it one basic term at a time.
Use your slight but bound.
Good. You have not passed out from it. Perhaps I worried for nothing. Are we still on the reality lowdown, or should we do actual police work now?
That was fucking insane, Kim! Let's go. I think he'd like this one. Let's get to work, Lieutenant.
Good luck, detectives.
Yeah.
You're back. Good.
You could check your.
What can I help you with?
Could check your good cop, bad cop status.
2!
Oh, it's gone down. Oof. Might have been some of your responses to the lost gun thing.
Yeah.
Because I think saying you don't care about the gun and then telling Joyce about the gun both lowered it.
Yeah.
I assure you, Avery, you will have plenty of opportunities to impress again.
The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname.
Look closer first.
The faded marks are too degraded to draw any forensic conclusions. Just chips in the sandstone.
Kim, look! Bullet holes!
Where?
Looks around. Finish the wall. Someone has been shot. We're cops, we should solve it.
There? Those are old.
Oh, you mean from like the revolution?
Yes, the one that happened half a century ago. Those bullets were fired during the revolution and do not warrant an investigation by officers of civil law.
You can tell me about the revolution.
Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Shall we go?
Oh, Avery.
Yo.
I want to ask, what did you think of all that?
The Pale conversation?
Yeah, what are your thoughts on getting knowledge about the world?
This world's a lot more sci-fi than I expected. I guess fantastic is another word for it. It's a little fantastic. I'm gonna yell at this woman again.
The woman still had.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Snap fingers twice.
Where am I? Who are you?
The magician recalling a subject from a hypnosis, you jolt her back to reality.
The smile on her face has disappeared,
Avery.
replaced
Hi.
by the weary aspect of a cornered beast.
Notice her name, by the way?
Pale driver. Oh. Oh. I see. Because they're a person who goes through the pale. Presumably they're the boatsmen. The average person is only supposed to go through there 6 days a year. A person who is the one driving it would probably have to go through it a bit more times than that. Me? I'm the law around here.
Then I don't suppose you could tell me where we are, Lowman. Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
What's so bad about the 50s?
The men have the small jaws and everything is made out of plastic. Why do you need plastic when you can make the world out of amber?
What else would you be then?
Back in Methka, during the time of the revolution, the sidewalks and cafes are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buenguerro. Until you came along, that is.
Who's Gabriel Buenguerro?
This is Gabriel Buenguerro.
It shows you a photograph in a lavish amber frame.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you, his head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and his jaw the most perfectly chiseled thing you've ever seen.
This investigation will make $1 billion. Boilian. Eat the rich.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. And schoolboys used to memorize all of his lines.
So I take it you were in mess when you were young.
Someone was.
Nods as though her meaning were perfectly clear. Someone, are these not your memories?
They are someone's memories, boy. What difference does it make if it's me or not? They're beautiful. That is all that matters. Beautiful and true. And they will win. They're coming for this, you know? All of this.
She seems to derive some bitter pleasure from this strange thought, as if the past will one day wipe the present away, like a tidal wave approaching.
Sorry to interrupt your dreaming, ma'am.
I wasn't dreaming. I was there, Lowman. It was early spring, and the man behind the Black Sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden.
Her eyes narrow and she wished to take your measure.
While you, people, were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution, in Methk, it was a golden age.
Alright, I have some questions for you. Police questions.
Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better
What
to
does that
do
mean?
in this hellhole.
She settles back against the railing of her motor lorry. Behind her, mounds of memorabilia, photos, knickknacks are on the dashboard. What are you hauling?
Diamonds.
Really?
Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was?
What are you really hauling?
Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine.
So you don't know what you're hauling in your own lorry?
I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean.
She says that as if something narcotic is the real reason.
Are you getting high off driving a lorry?
Oh, it's so much more than a high where I go, Harife. It's low. I go to the bottom.
Fucked up. Mako would love this game. She closes her eyes and rev.
Yeah, it's definitely some kick. Some terrible kick. The Pale, probably. This Pale sounds like it's the shit.
We're not going into the pale electrochemistry if I can hopefully help it. They're the cargo's contraband.
Then it's contraband, Lawman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me away like Bad Hand Hermenegildo. Diamond. Of course, whatever, stupid. Is that all you wanted to know, Lawman?
Still don't understand this whole boyadero thing.
Of course not. To truly understand the boyadero, you need to listen to On the Western Plain.
Okay, what's
It's
that?
an old ballad about a young girl who falls in love with a daring boyadero. He promises to marry her as soon as he returns from the Western Plain.
I'm guessing that doesn't happen.
Of course not. The boyadero returns from the Western Plain a changed man. One night, as he and his beloved are out walking along the river Maigret, she pleads with him to give up his riding and settle down.
I think I see where this is going.
So the boyadero strangles his beloved and throws her body in the Maigret. Then he rides off, because the Western Plain is calling to him.
A beautiful song.
The most beautiful. A true boyadero needs a whole horizon to himself. He can be tied down by man or woman. His beloved was selfish. She didn't know what it meant to love a boyadero.
Understood.
What if to truly love a boyadero is to float lifeless downstream?
Before you came, you seemed away.
She's just a distracted old woman. We should maybe let her get back to her things.
You hear that, Lawman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with me.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Nothing. I just don't think she's connected to anything.
Should you drive a lorry if you get like that?
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm one of the best camioners around. I drive routes no one else will.
What routes?
The Monozov's Land, Udashnaya Zemlya, the Western Plain.
No,
If you remember, the Western Plain was...
It's the word for the pale in Mesk, yeah.
A terrible cold comes over her, rattling her teeth as she stares inward.
Go into the entropy dimension.
You for 1A. Ad Estradas do Mirador.
Mirador, that means a turret, like the top of a tower. I know words sometimes. I don't know what Estrada.
Avery Wordery.
Estrada. Estrada do Mirador. Do would mean of. Okay, carrying on. You're an expert in blacking out. You should take better care of yourself. Like, cool, right into your dust, sister.
Irma, I already am dust.
She's just...
You hear that, Lawman?
The roaches are unusual, aren't they?
Some of them are like home to me now. I would say the routes I drive are usual to me. The Monozo...
A terrible...
The Transcatalia Magistral. You're right, Lawman. I'm the one who should take my health more seriously. Thank you for looking out for me.
A correct appraisal. You're quite shabby.
Fuck you, Endurance.
Is that all you woke me up to say?
She's just a
You hear that? A pilgrim is what it is.
I think I know what's going on with you.
And what is that?
You're a pale driver. You transport goods through the pale.
Great. He asked the Pines rep about the pale, and now he's talking to everyone about it. Fine then. Just try not to black out again, and don't contemplate. We don't have time for that.
Well, I'm not contemplating him. I'm drawing existential conclusions from this. Yeah, no, just for detective work. That's all I needed it for now. Everything is related to the pale. My condition, the case, everything. It's all entroponetic. Yeah, no, just for detective work. That's all I needed it for now.
That is exactly what I didn't want you to do. Ma'am, my partner wanted to know if you work in pale transport.
No offense. But your partner?
Lights a cigarette. A white and silver cloud of smoke disappears into one mouth.
Seems like a bit of an idiot.
I blacked out of a night of heavy drinking and lost all my memories of the world. Blacked out from sheer heartbreak and lost my memory of the world. I'm not an idiot. I'm a detective of the RCM. Don't say I'm an idiot. I think that he'd like that.
You are an idiot. And you are keeping me here, glued to this racket. Unless there was anything else. And...
Great. Fine then.
I'm drawing
Just
existential
try not to black out
conclusions.
again, and don't... Exactly what I didn't want you...
No offense. Seems like a bit of an idiot.
I blacked out after a night of heavy drinking and lost all my memory of the world.
Like Gabriel Buenguerro in Pergunte a Poeira. You're the opposite of me, then. I remember everything. Even things I never knew.
Things you never knew?
The smell of liquor on Gabriel's lips after the shoot. In the motor park. The roses on the day of Franco Negro's coronation. On the grand stairs of Ryle. The smoke from the Fowling piece when Dolores Day was shot. The look on her face, like an orgasm. The wound in her chest. My hand in my father's hand. Except I never had a father. And I never shot her innocent Dolores Day.
Over radiation?
Heroic doses, River. Heroic.
Ah, the heroic dose. Isn't that dangerous?
Thought insertion? Dithering?
Dithering?
Catalan magistral? It's more than dangerous. It's sad. But at first I had to make a living. Now, when you've seen it all go away like that, rolling off like the sea, and then come back to this...
Gestures to the square, the broken horse miner, the clanging of machines in the distance.
What are we doing here? For thousands of years, Gabriel. It doesn't have to be like this. We can just give up. We can just become a vapor.
What does it look like, the Pale?
Like looking into the ocean at night. In the dark.
And?
You cannot see it, but you know it's there. And it's big, bigger than anything. Bigger than all the other things combined.
What does it feel like?
Nothing. Until it starts. When you are deep enough. Then, for me, it's like autumn. Dark, grey and orange. The orange of street lights and the color of streets and electric light. It smells like autumn too. It smells terrible.
Nostalgia. Cooped up in the cabin, shaking. Terrible nostalgia. For yourself. For humans. It's too much to bear. She loves it.
How do you pass through it?
In the belly of an airship, behind the steel windows. So you don't look straight into it. It's not advised to look into it.
No, this lorry then.
No, the same one, a roller. They all are nowadays. Special wheels for connecting to the floor of the hold.
Where's it? Well, why are people talking about grilled cheese? I wanna put honey in a grilled cheese.
Honey and grilled cheese.
Honey and cheese, good.
Honey and cheese.
Oh, I didn't notice Docs was in the chat. Docs, did you find the next racist yet? No, we are talking to a person who explores the nothing between worlds.
You know, as you do.
One last thing, you said we can just become vapor?
Yes.
I would rather have what I have than what you have. I'd rather have what you have than what I have. I feel like I already have what you have in some way.
They say there is a point. One that I have not crossed. In the Pale, super deep. If you stray too far, of course, on the U41A. Or in Lomonosov's land. Where every step you take is one step further from home. No matter the direction. It's a point you cannot come back from. Your mind becomes so radiant with the past, there is a flip. Instead of writing, it erases memory, nearing some kind of indescribable finale. Maybe you've been down the motorway south?
Looks at her cigarette. It's almost out. She has swallowed it hungrily. Then at you. The motorway south?
It's a story as lone horsemen tell. Lone horsemen, Sheriff, not pale drivers. Way beyond the established pale that's lit by radio frequencies, where it goes silent and dark, and the process begins, erasure, kilometer by kilometer, in any direction. The motorway south is a road you cannot come back from.
What's at the end of the motorway south?
No one knows what's at the end. I've only glimpsed the beginning.
Huh.
I've only felt it in the distance when I was a child. A child rowing on the lake.
Ma'am?
Hosianna.
Sly stays in silence as she stares within her cell.
There is nothing more to do now. She's far away. She is receding in the clutches of some indescribable scattered emotion. The child descending.
I'm so glad I put points into conceptualization just to make sure that I have art.
You've fried both your brains enough for today, detective.
Inspector, no response.
Let's get some air. This one's far gone.
Shakes his head silently as he turns to leave.
The woman looks at girl child. You hear her say, girl child, girl child.
Snap your fingers in front of her face.
Huh? What is it? What do you want?
I don't want to talk about drugs. Thank you for now.
Yes,
Well,
go.
you're-
Enough jamboree.
You're
I need to get
investigating
back.
the drug trade.
Oh, right.
The woman looks at her.
Huh? What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary, no drugs can compare.
The adversary?
Yes. There is a protagonista and an adversario. I am on the side of the adversary. There's no coming back from that hole.
Kind of fucked up, but okay.
The pal sounds like the drug to me.
That's not really what I was getting at.
Then what were you getting at?
I wanted you to ask if you'd be interested in smuggling some drugs. What is that you're holding exactly?
Your man, Lowman. What of it?
His name. Are you smuggling drugs to Terminal B?
Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way.
Said you don't know what cargo you're hauling. Could it be drugs?
Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grad, on the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiriza to Grad, Lowman?
Okay, so just a quick thought. They've made a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grad, which means they traveled through the Pale. Half a dozen is 6. And that's just this month. A person is supposed to only have 6 days worth of travel a year. And assuming that's assuming that each of those trips took just 1 day, which they probably don't.
Yeah.
So just this person is going through dozens and dozens of trips a year. I don't know, that's why drugs! I don't know, that's why I'm asking you.
It's diamonds, Lowman, obviously.
Damn this. Make her answer.
Yes, who do you think is senators? I didn't ask you what diamonds did, I don't care about that.
Diamonds are good for you, Lowman. You should try them sometime. Make yourself pretty like Eva de Zoras.
Yeah, so who do you think around here smuggling drugs around here?
Easy. It's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also, he's the only one I can see from here.
Fair enough.
I would never make fun of a real lawman, Sheriff.
Ma'am, you're not responsible for what the
Oh,
criminal puts
Sheriff.
in your lorry,
Yeah,
as long
understood.
as the seals are not opened. We officers know that.
Lay off her.
You're not holding drug trafficking, then why are you waiting here?
Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music, or the seagulls.
I just realized it's
Look at
snowing.
all the colors and the features
Yeah.
of this world. It's a good palate cleanser, this jamboree. Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will, to the Great Plains.
I think we're done here, no?
Close the notebook to stress it.
Damn it.
Motorway south. What was that?
I said, damn it, another point not going to skills.
These are technically skills. At the edge of the map, the landmass begins to disintegrate into pure trigonometry. The ocean melts, becoming a tangle of sines and cosines. The mountain range turns into sharp-angled azimuth. Its green range shadow dithers like music turning into a waveform, and then vanishes. This is the end. A half-remembered textbook from your childhood, the porch collapsing on the edge of the Isla. A transition from reality to pale. A single vector shoots out like a rocket. It's the motorway south, splintering off from the known pale. To where? Where does it go?
So what thought do you think you're going to put in your last slot?
Unless I find something else that's good, I might do Superstar Cop.
Yeah.
Well, ruins full of snow. No one lives here anymore.
Anyway, you're learning a lot about the world this stream.
Yeah, I'm getting all the information I could ever ask for. Everyone is asleep.
Yep, Manana has gone to bed.
I guess I'll, I don't know, speak to him on a day after this one.
Do you have anything in your inventory you can inspect?
My inventorium.
The interact tab, I mean.
The magazine, the cockatoo guide, map of Martinez, photo, apricot chewing gum, yellow map.
Right. Yeah, you've already gone through all of them. Actually, interact with the photograph again. Maybe you might have unlocked the dialogue for that at some point. Also, I was going to say, you could interact with the photograph again, see if you've unlocked any new dialogue for that.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso of the hanged man. From the right shoulder to it still kind of looks like a map of the stars in the night sky. But something's not right. For you to discover, you've gotten as far as you will without assistance. Someone closer to the victim might know.
Hold on. Got nothing.
I think that suggestion one was new.
Someone close to the victim, I know.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here?
I want to get into the mug
But
talk again.
It will not happen. The mug talk is exhausted.
No more mug talk. Oh, right, yeah, that's why you're not wearing pants, because both your pants options boost electrochemistry.
Yeah. Kind of like drama, so I don't want to wear the glasses.
You don't like drama?
I kind of like drama. I don't, I like. I like drama more than I like logic.
I thought you said dislike.
Plastic wrapped macaroni stamped with humanitarian aid. This is humanitarian aid tuna fish, not for resale. This is speakers for the people of Samara. This one says food gift for the people of Messina.
Oh yeah, you haven't met the NPC that's usually there yet.
A crumpled billboard reading, Samaran butter soaks in the...
Wait. Why did this just blink at me for a second? Oh, because I picked up things, that's right. Well, I guess maybe. I don't... Will you blink at me again because I picked that up?
Yank.
Drilled between the thighs of a paged girl, Loringe de Disco.
Wow, a very large red t-shirt with an impressive print stands out from the other garb.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah, the print depicts a muscled man striding toward you, a giant sword in each hand, encircled by burning embers. Behind him is a cluster of cabins engulfed in flames. Beneath him are the words, Hjelmdal burning.
Sniff the t-shirt.
Smells like worn cotton and a little old sweat there. Worn cotton with a side of flea market or trash bin.
Sniffing is okay, but please don't try anything on. Can't have you leaving your photon emissions in the fabric of things you're not going to buy.
You're not imagining it. Photon emissions? What is he talking about?
Inland Empire. Your imagination. Why are you the one asking about this? That's a Redman from Idol t-shirt you got there. Just so it falls here, a guardian of the masculine order. Actually, selling this t-shirt for. That's a rad man.
Oh yeah, man. I don't usually carry printed tees, but this one was just pure exemplar.
You must be a serious Man from Heimdall fan. We have a lot in common. I'm a big fan of the Man from Heimdall too.
I wouldn't go so far as to say that I'm a fan, but I do think the Hjelmdalaman saga is an integral part of our shared reality. Most people don't think that the man from Hjelmdal really existed, but they're wrong.
What did you mean the Man from Heimdall was real?
I mean, even if the man from Hjelmdal didn't exist before the adventure novels, the stories have made it so that he has. It's simple, really.
No, this guy's onto something.
Okay.
Thanks, Kim.
You sound skeptical. It's not that complicated. All that's required is a more robust understanding of cause and effect. Besides, I've been to Kotla, though not quite as far north as the Hjelmdal, and watched northern lights travel across the sky. Very unique, energetic tides there.
His theory isn't exactly incoherent, but its logic does suggest some unusual neural activity. Interesting.
Also, this reminds me. Liz, you lied to me!
Huh?
You made it sound like I had to sell the spinning rims from Kim's car.
Yeah, because you failed the checks to get around it.
Oh. Oh,
Remember?
I didn't realize that was I thought you were saying, like, I had to do it, like, just objectively. That is a thing that, but thou must.
Yes, I meant in the sense that, but thou must, because you did not accept the alternatives.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was the case. Because I was talking to Jay, because Jay started playing, and Jay got the money by just yelling at a woman loudly that they need money.
Yes, you did that check with choice.
Yeah.
Very, very unique energies indeed. Geomagnetic ley lines, one might even say.
Fair enough. Where did you send this this shirt celebrates fault here regarding the masculine order.
I doubt the real man from Helmdale was as poor a role model as the one in the popular literature. But yes, the books are very sexist, in a not entirely unenjoyable way.
Hell yeah. How much you sell the t-shirt for?
$2 real.
That's dirt cheap.
Couldn't you just give it to me for free?
But why?
Because a broke cop that sent my name. And Ella is a superstar. I'm a superstar. It would be perfect. Repay you in some way. So everything was going to be over soon anyway, man. I just want to walk to the end times wearing this t-shirt.
Interesting choice. But sure, why not? Take it. Welcome to Helmdale.
Amazing.
The man from Heimdall is standing in front of a burning building, dual-wielding his ever-present Zweihanders. His muscles look ready to burst out of the two-dimensional print and into your three-dimensional life. +1 physical instrument. +1 shivers. -2 authority.
Check your conceptualization. Damn, that brings you below 4. If you remember, 4 is like kind of the sweet spot for a skill, because that's when it starts getting talkative.
I mean, I could work this. I wouldn't know as much Esprit de Corps and Shivers, but, like, I already have a lot of Esprit de Corps and Shivers.
Esprit de Corps. Oui.
Typical Martinez street life.
I wish I had the money.
Sits. The boomboxes wait on the. You see rows of.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Do you have any recordings of the Col de Mamadaqua?
Col de Mamadaqua? Sorry, I would never have guessed that you were that interested in ultrasonic sounds. Or birds, for that matter.
I think you could also becoming a cryptozoologist. I don't think Kim would enjoy that one. I'm Holly. She's like all normal people because I'm a normal person. I wouldn't have guessed you know what the Col de Mamadaqua is.
That's fair. It's been a long time since my Col de Mamadaqua hunting days. Once knew a group of young musicians who decided they didn't want to play music anymore and started looking for all kinds of interesting sounds instead. This was before, you know, lost touch with them after all of that.
That sounds so cool.
Cool or not, one of them was obsessed with recording the Col de Mamadaqua, and he was one of those passionate people who know a lot about all kinds of strange things. So he got the rest of us to join in his search.
Very valid. And did you ever find it?
We thought we did. We got together all these recordings of unusual sound patterns, compared them, cut them up and combined them into the Symphonia Col de Mamadaqua.
Listen to it?
Unfortunately, I don't have any recordings from my old life. None at all. But I do have a tape with some ultrasonic sounds that might be what you're looking for.
Just rummaging through the tapes behind the counter.
Do we really have time for this?
Yeah, this is just, I heard the phone knock outside work early. I want to make sure. Yes, absolutely necessary for my research.
This recording comes from down the coast. Wasn't looking to record anything specific. Just left a recording device there one morning. Keep in mind, I have to slow this one down enough to make sounds well over 200 kilohertz audible to the human ear. It will be strange.
Speakers can emit a low hum.
As the hum grows louder, modulating but always unnaturally uncomfortably low, like it's coming not from the speakers, but also from inside your chest. Breathing is becoming difficult. That's an illusion. Your breathing is just as it was and will remain that way unless you...
Ever since my anxiety got like a lot worse like a couple of years back and I had a major breakdown, I think my endurance in real life has definitely increased to be able to say this in my own head sometimes. Like, if I'm ever starting a pen, it's like, that is an illusion, you're fine, your breathing is fine, your heart is beating fine, all that kind of stuff.
I have also thankfully managed to get to the point where I can occasionally tell myself that, you know, it's just anxiety and not real.
June 3011 says, Creed, you look like a hippie now. What do you mean I look like a hippie?
Creed looks like a hippie?
Liz, make me a grilled honey cheese.
He nods to you, reassuringly, just as more diverse, higher-pitched sounds, some random, some appearing to form patterns, hit your eardrums.
I would if I could, AV.
That guy boy says, how did you get out of here? There's a small gate you can see right here. He goes to the right. Our right, his left. What's that?
Gulls and skewers. But
He raises a pointer finger and inclines his head toward the speakers. A new, very high-pitched, shivering sound emerges amidst the others.
That's it. The signal in the noise. The thin whisper. A low range of sounds is easier to handle with a focal point, but still troubling. You are mesmerized by the sounds, but also feel nausea welling up as the motif continues, then begins to recede, dissolving in what must be the sound of water lapping at the bank.
I just know that this is labeled a Bird's Nest Roy.
you know, now that I've listened to it on these new speakers, it's not
bird.
the cold Mamadakwa. Wrong patterns, wrong photons. Probably some insect trying to sing higher than its predators can hear. Still, fascinating, aren't they? Early morning sounds.
It's Bird's Nest Roy because that's his name.
I know, but like, we're talking about a bird.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help.
Nice thing else to sell.
Let me have a look.
I have a fascinating photo of a corpse. I'll check my pockets.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
The postcards are just, they're fodder, as you stated, right?
Yes. They are quote-unquote vendor trash.
I have a fascinating photo of a corpse here.
Oh, no. I don't like those kinds of objects. No sale. Photic paths, counter-radiance networks, anti-magnetism. Another time, perhaps.
What do I do with the bottles? Like, how do I sell those?
You have to go to the Fritz store, but they are not open at night.
Kills you. Kills you dead. Stabs you.
You see a heavy steel door with...
My main man! A man in the Union was very rude about you.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. Yes, got the 20 real. Then why are you wasting...
Yes?
Can I help you? Got the
Sure.
20 real?
Yep.
Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
How could anyone forget, asshole?
Thanks, Half-Light. See you in the morning. Empty cassette tape. Used to retain his cape, but it was destroyed in a fit of rage. Something about a 10-year single, smallest church in St. Saints rubbed someone the wrong way. The label says that the song was recorded in 43.
Hey, Avery.
Hello.
What if you knocked on Kim's door? Even though we just went to sleep.
I don't think I can do that.
Avery, what are you doing? Avery, what squangly things are you up to?
I'm never doing things squangly.
Good. What can I help you with?
So I've been dealing with Everett again.
She's not even asking you anything.
Mr. Everett has helped me
Oh.
find my gun.
That's so very, very helpful.
Mr. Everett has helped me find my
Oh,
gun.
Yes. As you said.
Mr. Everett has helped me find my gun.
Yes. Do you want to talk about something else now?
Mr. Everett has helped me find my gun.
Oh no.
He seems to be in some sort of loop.
Mr. Everett has helped me find my gun.
That's not good. Looks fine over here. You sure it's not some sort of glandular problem?
What is happening?
No, it's not that. It's... I have no idea. This is bad.
Mr. Everett has helped me find my gun. Mr. Everett has helped me find my gun. Mr. Everett has helped me find my gun.
Sweetheart, please stop repeating that now.
Mr. Everett has helped me find my gun.
Please.
Mr. Everett has helped me find my gun. Mr. Everett has helped me find my gun.
Yes, yes, Mr. Everard. This gossiping idea was terrible on my part. I take it back.
Mr. Everett has helped me find my gun.
The woman scans her surroundings as though a neurologist might magically appear.
Mr. Everett has helped me find my gun.
Fear seeps into you as you say it. Your skin crawls.
Fun.
Mr. Everard is helping him find his gun.
Fucking shivers joining in.
Mr. Hurt is helping me find my gun.
Do you want me to take you to a hospital, sir?
You think we should turn him off and back on again?
Inland Empire. Why is that a concept you could understand in this situation? Mr. Hurt, help me find my gun.
Officer.
Okay. Mr. Hurt, help me find my gun.
Yeah. We need to pull the plug. There's nothing else to do. Are you not afraid it'll kill him? Physically, he should be fine. Or at least no worse than usual. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Hold on.
Detective, is everything all right in there?
I'm really curious what would happen if you have 1 HP and that does fucking kill you.
God, fucking amazing.
I'm great. Are you alright? That was kind of fun. Three for your turn of voice, probably not.
I'm much better now that you're back. You seem to be caught in some sort of loop.
Loop?
Never mind the details. We've wasted enough time as it is. What matters is that you seem to have got out of it. Now, please ask me something else before it happens again. Something that, preferably, doesn't include the words Mr. or Everard. Oh.
Mr. has helped me find my gun.
That's so very, very helpful. Well,
No.
maybe he's not as helpful as you thought then. Is there anything else?
The temptation to jump into the loop again just to get it to kill me is tempting.
Of
Don't
course,
do it,
detective.
you haven't saved in a while.
Then I'll save right now.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Oh. Oh. So very, very helpful. Ah, your guard.
He's, well,
What is...
no.
Sweet, please. Yes.
The woman fit your skin crawl.
Miss.
Do you...
You think we should?
Officer.
Yeah. Are you not physically okay?
Detective. Is everything all right? I'm
What
not
happened?
sure exactly, but you seem to be caught in some sort of...
Sounds like
Never
me.
mind the details. We've... Now. Oh. So very, very... Ah, yeah. Your guard.
Well,
What is happening?
no.
Sweet, please. Yeah.
The fit your skin.
Miss.
Do you...
You think we should?
Officer.
Yeah. Are you not okay?
Detective.
Three for your turn of voice, probably not.
No, not at all, I'm
I
afraid.
know what we were talking
Never
about.
mind the details. We... Now. Of course, detective. Oh. Oh. So very, very... Ah, your guard.
He seems to. Well, no. It's not.
Sweet, please. Yeah.
The fit your skin.
Miss.
Do you...
You think we should?
Officer.
Yeah. Are you not okay?
No. Never mind the... Now. Oh. So very... Ah, your guard.
He seems. Well, no. It's not that.
Sweet, please. Yeah.
The woman fair see your skin.
Miss.
Do you want...
You think we should?
Officer.
Yeah. We need to pull the plug. Are you not afraid it'll kill him? You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw.
That's a heart attack.
Fucking shit. I'm scared. What do I do? Who do I call?
I'm sure it's just a purple. Oh god, help. So, and the world is here.
Don't think this is a sign of anything other than your heart failing.
Try to remain conscious.
All you feel is pain and weakness. You have to surrender now. We all do. It gets so dark. You don't even see her face. Like you always thought you would. You only see pain and fear. Cop suffers final heart attack. A detective lieutenant of the RCM passed away yesterday. His death, though abrupt, did not come as a surprise to those who knew him. He was the heaviest drinker I'd ever met. Captain Ptolemy Price, the deceased superior officer, commented, "That ain't easy on the ticker." He loved his liquor, sure,
said Detective Chester McLean, friend and colleague. But I think before he ever had a heart attack, his heart was broken. According to an official statement given by the RCM, the officer was on the brink of solving a murder case.
Yay!
Congratulations, Avery. You died.
I like that the health images makes you get a fucking heart attack. I guess that explains at the beginning it's like, oh, you survived a heart attack. Just to like emphasize that you were like on the verge of having another one at any point because you're not getting medical attention. Yeah, here's a pro tip for two very important situations. If you ever have an allergic reaction, and somebody gives you epinephrine, and the symptoms alleviate, that doesn't mean the allergic reaction is ended. That means you have bought yourself enough time to get to a hospital. If you are having a heart attack, and somebody makes you chew on aspirin, and it negates the heart attack for the time being, that doesn't mean you are suddenly okay to keep going. It means you have bought yourself enough time to get to a hospital. So like, in situations where you take these kind of drugs, these are not you get out of jail free cards to serious medical like reactions. It's you now have the time to get to a medical professional who will prevent you from dying in the next hour.
You sit on the wind-worn wooden planks of the bench. Your feet ache.
Pull your thumbs with minutes.
The twiddling barely keeps your hands warm against the frigid wind blowing from the coast. After a while, you've had enough.
Stare at the sky.
Time passes. The sun does its best to ward off the chill of the coast. It barely helps, as if the world itself has turned against you. It's getting late. Time to head to sleep. Best not stay outside on the wind-stricken coast.
So that's just passing the time.
Yeah.
Man, we got through day 2 a lot faster than we got through day 1.
See if you can knock on his door. Damn. And now time. I had to go to sleep.
Words fail to describe how rank it smells in here. They should have sent a poet.
The window stands broken in it. The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting. But it's yours. You've earned it.
Go to sleep.
Sleepy time.
The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep.
Here we are again, my broken bud. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No. You have to stay, always half aware of yourself.
I like that because of the way this filter is working, we can actually see into the room that that Kim is staying in because it's no longer shrouded in black.
Huh.
You're not cooperating, brother man.
It's pronounced Bruter Man.
Bruta.
It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
Thanks, limbic system.
And there's a lot of it, ever present in your organs. It's like every one of them has their own nasty song to sing.
It happens.
Every cell in your body is moaning in agony, asking, what did we ever do to you?
I'm never apologizing. It's the system's fault. The system failed me. This body's worthless anyway. No one does anything nice to it. Like, both of these are mean. I like this one the best because it's at least not... There's this, thing called the, locus of control. I learned about it back in a...
Like a bug?
No, that's a locust. This is locus, which
Like
comes from the same
bug?
root as location.
Like a bug?
How the locus of control works is that, I can't remember the exact details, but there are, like, 3 levels of the locus of control, where the idea of how much impact on a situation there is from a given source. So, like, the, internal locus of control is the idea of your involvement with something. And if you believe you have too much locus of control, you tend to blame yourself for things that aren't even your fault. So, like, it makes a person believe that they, in some way, should have been able to prevent a bad thing from happening, or are the given reason for a good thing happening, which is very unhealthy. Like, yes, it is important to have a internal locus of control, because you need to own up for bad things that you have done. You can't, because, it's important to be able to, have that. But at the same time, you should not blame yourself for everything. At the same time, there's also the external locus of control. The idea of the influence of things outside of you. A person with an overwhelming sense of the external locus of control believes that everything is caused by someone else. And sometimes you need to accept that things just aren't in your control. Sometimes bad things just occur, or sometimes good things just occur for reasons you had no involvement in. But if you get it too much, you'll believe, like, everything bad that happens, even things that you do, are somehow someone else's fault, and you will be unnecessarily aggressive to people because you blame them for your own shortcomings. So both of them taken to their extremes are either a lot of self-pity because you think that you're the to blame for everything bad, or a lot of outward aggression because you think that everyone else is bad. The other locus of control is more of, like, just the concept of, like, the mediator between them, of, like, just trying to figure out where the locus is, neither saying that it's yourself or someone else, but that there more or less is a control here, and you need to figure out where the, like, path of it goes. Kreed, were you a philosophy/psychology major/minor? No, I was not, though I did take a sociology, ethics, and logic class. Those are 3 different classes. I was just interested in it. Can Kreed make a Gollum-ass voice? My precious. Ugh. This is what Gollum sounds like now. Ugh. Rings. Am I right? Give me the ring, Frodo Bilbo. Gandalf needs the ring. You okay over there, please?
Oh, I just felt strange for a moment.
Oh. Do you need to take, like, a minute? Need to get, like, a water?
I think I'm okay.
Oh. You're going to be fine. I can assure you of that much.
I had like a weird cramp, like in my like left, like kind of like in between my shoulder and my torso.
Might have just been a muscle pinching or something, or pulling.
I think it was because it was like the pain, like lessened and increased, like if I breathed in and out, like there was like a pinching sort of pressure.
Ah, well, as long as it didn't feel like people describe a heart attack as like a heavy pressure on the chest. So if it's just like up in your shoulder or something, it's probably just a muscle up there.
Yeah, it's kind of like in my like armpit area.
Yeah, that's fine. As for my many times going to a doctor back during my breakdown, as the doctor would point out, sometimes your body will just hurt. People aren't sure why. The human body is very confusing, but sometimes parts of it will just like, it might hurt or itch or like cramp or whatever reason, and there's very little reason for why it is, because you're an incredibly complicated machine that can't do everything right all the time. So sometimes a nerve just misfires and you get a weird like sensation somewhere. It happens.
Yeah, it didn't help that.
And we were just talking about these things?
Yeah, I started like getting scared for a second.
Yeah, do not worry.
But given it was like you said, not in my chest, and it was also something that like increased and lessened depending on my breathing, I'm pretty sure it's just a cramp, especially since it's gone away now.
Yeah, easy as. Also, you are literally younger than me. You're not getting a heart attack.
Am I younger than you?
I'm quite certain that you're younger than... I'm actually not sure how old you are.
I'm 20...
Are you above or below 25?
Hold on, give me a second.
Okay.
26. How old are you?
Have you had your birthday yet this year?
No. I turned 27 this year, I think.
I turned 27 this year.
Yeah, I'm not younger than you.
Oh, then depends on the month. But yeah, like what was that?
What month were you?
September.
I'm October.
That means you are younger than me. By 1 month.
Damn.
Hell yes, Zoomer Club. Is it? I thought Creed was 20. I'm 28. Jesus fucking Christmas.
Avery Oldery?
I'm 26 years old.
Avery Oldery?
I'm not old. I am youthful. I am a young adult. I will continue to be a young adult for basically eternity.
I mean, you don't really start getting old until you're in your 40s anyway, so...
40s? You don't get old until you're like 60.
I mean, like, when you're like really an adult, and not just a young adult.
I assure you, I will never consider myself anything older than a young adult. Because young adult is the age you're allowed to drink and drive at different times, than not simultaneously. Just conceptually, you can do both of those things. Don't do the two things combined, they don't mix.
Damn, Avery really being against the booze cruise.
Creeds have their midlife crisis right now. I'm not gonna have a midlife crisis. I have a pretty good grasp on all of my faculties.
A mid-Creed crisis.
A mid-Creedsis. But yeah, as my doctor who I got like 3 or 4 EKGs during that time, they said that you're not gonna have a heart attack, and you have no signs of getting a heart attack, so you're not gonna have a heart attack for a very long time. So like, if you ever have like health insurance, just go to the doctor, state that you might have chest pain, they'll throw you into an EKG because they have to, and then they will tell you that you're fine, and then I assure you, getting an EKG at a week later, a month later, or like a year later, if nothing about your lifestyle has changed, you're going to still be the exact same read as it was. You're not gonna suddenly develop a heart condition.
I don't think I've ever had an EKG.
They don't tend to do it unless they think there's an issue with your heart.
Oh. I remember I went to the emergency room once, and they did check my heart, but I don't think they did an EKG. I think they just kind of...
Did they stick a bunch of stickers onto you?
No.
Then they did not run an EKG. They will stick like 12 stickers onto you. I had those stickers placed across my body so many times.
I want to have an EKG.
Oh, it's fun. You gotta sit there while a thing scans you with a bunch of electricity. You can't feel the electricity, obviously, but it's reading your electricity.
Well, I would want to do it because it's, you know, quell the anxiety.
Oh yeah, it's like the reason I kept going to the hospital wasn't so much because I actually thought there was something wrong. It was just to hear a doctor tell me that things were fine.
Yeah, that is also one of the reasons why I really wanted to get like a checkup and everything before my healthcare ran out, because I would always get tired of my parents just always telling me that there's nothing wrong with me when they are not medical experts.
Yeah, Look, Liz, I'm gonna be straight up with you. I wouldn't trust your parents to instruct how to build a Lego set. I wouldn't trust your parents to empty a bucket if the instructions were on the bottom.
Damn.
But yeah. I assure you, we are in a similar boat, and we are going to be fine. We are not like Firewalker Harry Dubois over here, who drinks 15 gallons of liquor a minute and does more drugs than the entirety of the Mafia's supply. Yeah, Jaden, it's an EKG, an electrocardiogram. Electrocardiogram. Cardio is spelt with a K in this instance. Because cardio means heart. It's electric heart reading. Recently management. It's all the system's fault. The system failed me.
Yes, your body is a system, and it's failing you because you're failing it.
Is it just my dessert? I'll notice playing endlessly. No, please, where is blessed nothingness? That's oblivion. I'm an artist, and liver damage is my art. I think I need medical attention. That's valid.
Oh, yes. They'll check you out, give you some pills, make it all okay. The Wonder Makers.
Don't be stupid, Harry. It's not happening. They don't make new kidneys and livers in hospital. All you've got to do is pray to God it passes and stare at the flickering darkness.
I like how it said in hospital and not in hospitals.
Yeah.
As if there's just one hospital.
There's the one.
You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people. Really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
I will. I'm looking at other people. I'm looking at people all the time. I like them.
Sure you do. They're all so friendly, aren't they?
People are beautiful, statuesque, parodies and tragedies of themselves. A great democracy of creatures.
Thanks.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts! You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
Open your eyes.
Limbic.
Limbic, more like limp dick system. Am I right, gamers?
That's Avery system. Got him. Creed system. Got him.
Clean up a little in here.
Clean up the bottles. Where are you finding all these?
They're just scattered around the room.
Oh. I couldn't see the green highlight because the object is so small. I thought you were just spawning bottles out of existence.
By tapping it, I could see the light flashing. There's a bottle here in the middle of the ground, but I can't pick it up. It is beyond my reach.
It's a sentimental bottle.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
I'd try this, I guess.
Do you want to stop smiling?
It's too late. Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
Just to keep it on the journal, I guess. What do you...
Was that a Creed sneeze?
Yes, I sneezed already.
The door is... This door, still, you should punch a fucking hole in it. The murmur in your ears recedes slowly. Your breathing normalizes. That's one lucky door.
You really fucking hate that door.
Fuck that door.
That door.
That door...
So, Avy, what's on the itinerary for this fine day?
The itinerary for this fine day is going to happen on the next stream.
Yeah, I figured you were going to end the stream at the end of the day.
Well, I didn't. I ended at the start of the next day. Gamer.
Well, same thing.
Oh yeah? Well, have you considered dab? Anyways. Thank you all for coming this evening. I hope you had a wonderful time as we progressed quite a bit and talked to the Union leader, and more importantly, learned that our world is a dissolving mass of water and land that is slowly being consumed by an all-consuming nothingness that we cannot even comprehend, but are able to travel through at the cost of our own minds and memories. And also we got a Heimdall shirt.
Hyamdall.
That's what I said. Anyway.
Hyamdall, the man from Hyamdall.
Hyamdallerman. Yeah. I hope you all enjoyed.
Avery.
Hi!
Before we go, I want to ask, what is your opinion of the game so far?
I hate this game with a burning passion and never want to play it again.
What are your thoughts on the game so far?
I've been enjoying it quite a bit. I just noticed that whenever your like little icon lights up, the green is almost the exact same color as the green in the background, so you kind of just blend in.
Whoa. Lizzie camouflage?
Yeah, it's like nearly the same shade of green. But yeah, I've been enjoying it. It's a very interesting mystery, and now the world is a lot interesting too. So yeah, this has been a lot of fun. If you guys want me to continue playing this game even more, remember, I can only do it with substantial financial compensation. Pay me $300 a stream, and I will keep playing this video game.
They can also only stream with me.
Yes, also give Liz $300 per stream.
Yay!
You can give Liz money by giving me money, and I will state that that's Liz's money as I spend it on my own things. So yeah, I'll see you all next stream. Remember to dislike, block, and report, and have a good night.